them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down.
On the play, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 42.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Complete to DeAndre.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Washington.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Dancing to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to
DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Miller. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 15. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Ricky Seals-Jones.
His first touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Washington 14, Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Bears
offense ready to go for their next drive.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Into the first quarter with this Washington 14. Bears nothing.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. The 20.
Bring it!
10.
Bring it!
Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, 81 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Jared Cook. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Haskins.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 6-yard line.
They go play action with Haskins, sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Haskins will throw, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Tight right.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's got it up and through.
Makes this Washington 35. Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I'm going to come back to you. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you, son.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Jimmy Graham.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Turnover on down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
To number 24.
Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 40-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hustle, hustle. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the spin looked pretty, but more for style points as the real estate evaporated quickly there.
It's a gain of...
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half.
And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes this Washington 49. Bears nothing.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
10-10 at their own 11-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run on first down. Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
A gain of 42.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At their 48-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin,
and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And they will take a knee here.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And they take a knee.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
4th down, even. 45, Mike, 45.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
56.
So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he completes it to Cohen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Ball carrier.
13 yards there and a Washington first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Antonio
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's our time. Check 45 is the mic. Check 45 is the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they will take a knee here.
Today's finals.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,